In an extraordinary development that has sent shockwaves through Pakistan's political landscape, former Prime Minister Imran Khan has been granted relief across all pending cases, with courts approving his bail and effectively ordering his release from detention. The decision marks a dramatic shift in the country's tense political climate, raising new questions about Pakistan's future, the balance of power between state institutions, and the momentum of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf movement. The news of Khan's release spread rapidly, sparking celebrations among his supporters who had long awaited this outcome. From major cities like Lahore, Karachi, and Islamabad to smaller towns across the country, PTI workers flooded the streets in jubilation, chanting slogans of victory and waving party flags. For his followers, this moment was nothing short of historic, a vindication of their belief that their leader was being unjustly targeted through a series of politically motivated cases. The legal process leading up to this decision has been complex and contentious. Imran Khan was facing dozens of cases ranging from corruption allegations to charges related to national security, public disorder, and misuse of authority. Over the past year, his legal battles dominated headlines as hearings were adjourned, dates were shifted, and verdicts delayed. Yet, in the latest turn, the higher judiciary appears to have stepped in with a decisive intervention. The courts, after reviewing evidence and the merits of the charges, granted him bail across the board, effectively clearing the way for his release. Legal experts suggest this ruling demonstrates a shift in the judicial mood of the country. For months, observers criticized what they saw as selective application of the law, pointing out inconsistencies in evidence presented against the former premier. With the approval of his bail applications, the judiciary has signaled a commitment to due process, ensuring that no citizen, including a former head of government, is deprived of justice without sufficient grounds. Political analysts, however, warn that Khan's release is not just a legal development, it is a political earthquake. His return to the political field is expected to dramatically alter the balance of power ahead of the next general elections. Many believe Khan will attempt to re-energize his base, capitalizing on the sympathy generated during his imprisonment and portraying himself as a fighter who stood firm in the face of adversity. Indeed, the public perception of Imran Khan has been shaped as much by his confrontations with the state as by his political messaging. To his supporters, he embodies resilience, integrity, and defiance against a system they view as entrenched in corruption. His time behind bars has only deepened this image, making him, in their eyes, a political martyr. Outside the courts, scenes of celebration painted a vivid picture. PTI workers distributed sweets, cars honked in celebration, and slogans such as Imran Khan Zindabad echoed in the air. Social media platforms lit up with hashtags celebrating the court's decision, trending both in Pakistan and internationally. Videos of celebrations from PTI strongholds were widely shared, further amplifying the sense of triumph within Khan's movement. The government's response, however, has been cautious. Officials close to the ruling coalition have expressed concerns that Khan's release may lead to political instability. They argue that his confrontational politics and rhetoric could once again provoke mass protests, demonstrations, and even clashes between supporters and law enforcement. Some in the government camp believe that Khan's return to active politics will complicate governance and reopen deep divisions within society. Meanwhile, the international community has closely monitored the case. Western diplomats and human rights organizations had previously raised concerns over Khan's arrest, citing issues of due process and freedom of political expression. The news of his release has been welcomed cautiously by international observers, who continue to call for transparent and fair elections in Pakistan. At the heart of the matter lies the broader question of Pakistan's democracy. Khan's release is not just about one political figure, it is a test of the country's institutions and their ability to act independently in the face of pressure. The judiciary's decision may be seen as a step toward restoring public confidence in the legal system, which has often been accused of bias or manipulation. For Imran Khan himself, this moment represents both vindication and a fresh challenge. Addressing supporters shortly after his release, Khan expressed gratitude for their unwavering loyalty and promised to continue his struggle for what he described as a free and just Pakistan. He emphasized that his mission goes beyond personal freedom, insisting that he remains committed to fighting corruption, ensuring the supremacy of law, and empowering the common citizen. His speech struck a balance between triumph and restraint. While celebrating his legal victory, he also called for unity and peaceful political participation, a message that may have been aimed at calming tensions and avoiding confrontations with state institutions. Looking forward, the political implications are immense. With his release, Khan is once again positioned as a central figure in Pakistan's politics. His presence will undoubtedly shape the strategies of both allies and rivals in the months ahead. The ruling coalition, already grappling with economic challenges and public dissatisfaction, now faces an emboldened opponent who commands immense popular support. The business community, too, has been watching closely. Markets reacted cautiously to the news, with analysts predicting that political uncertainty could impact investor confidence. While some hope that Khan's release might stabilize the situation by reducing tensions, others fear it could intensify political polarization and trigger new waves of protests. For the Pakistani people, however, this moment is deeply symbolic. After months of uncertainty, court battles, and political unrest, the sight of Imran Khan walking free has given many citizens a renewed sense of hope. To his supporters, it represents the triumph of truth over falsehood, justice over injustice, and people's power over authoritarian tendencies. Yet the road ahead remains uncertain. While Khan's legal troubles may have eased, his political journey is far from over. Opponents are unlikely to step aside quietly, and new challenges will almost certainly emerge as Pakistan navigates the turbulent waters of democracy, governance, and economic recovery. As celebrations continue across the country, one thing is clear. Imran Khan's release has reignited Pakistan's political arena, setting the stage for an intense and possibly transformative chapter in the nation's history. The coming weeks and months will reveal whether this moment becomes a turning point toward stability, reform, and democratic renewal, or a precursor to deeper divisions and heightened tensions. For now, however, Imran Khan's supporters celebrate a victory they see as long overdue, chanting in the streets, waving their flags, and declaring to the world that their leader has returned.